What's up, Transform? This is Ben here from China, and today we are going to do the unboxing and product review of BadCube's Oldtimer Series 10 Meteorologist Slick. And before I start, I'll just like to share with you that I got these two guys from a vendor on Taobao.com by the name of Noble Anime for 510 renminbi or 75 US dollars. And before we start with the unboxing, let's just compare this guy with another third party that loves to come out with mini bots, X transports, and this is the box comparison. So the BadCube's is a little wider, a little higher by just a smidge, and of course the box is thicker by that much. Now let's compare BadCube's box with the official Takara Tomy car box. Okay, and here we can see the length. BadCube's box is a little shorter and less wide, but the BadCube's box is still thicker than the official Masterpiece release. So let's take a look at this guy. Here we go. At the front you have the classic BadCube's two-tone colors, white and maroon. On the side you have the words. On the other side you have the painted head of Slick, otherwise known as unofficial Masterpiece Swerve. At the bottom of the box you got some product warning. Product and colors may vary. Fans who have kids may beware. This product is not suitable for children under 36 months due to small parts choking hazard. And at the back you have his bio, his stats, painted images of his vehicle mode, and a painted image in his bot mode. And at the top you just have BadCube's OTS-10. So let's get this guy open. So now let's get this guy open. Okay, and I'm expecting this to okay, this thing comes out in its bot mode, so that is something very different for me. This is the instruction manual and the two cards. What's inside the box? You have the actual product, the bot himself, a pistol, and an alternate head. So let's take a look at the alternate head. There you go. Right, he's screaming really loud. Maybe this is the face that he made when he got squished by Devastator. Alright, let's just put these things aside and let's take a look at his only accessory, which is a pistol molded in silver. And he has two ports at the back, which I assume is going to port into something, possibly in the vehicle mode. Right, so let's have a first impression of this guy. Okay, so he has this wheels on the top, and he can move his head, yeah, a little bit. And well, there's a bit of a, yeah, this is quite a glossy finish. Wow, not bad, BadCube. And we have the very infamous duck feet from BadCube. They love the bots and duck feet. And the legs are not as thick as they were, like especially for their Brawn and other BadCube products. They just love to have big shins for their bots, so that's good. And it looks quite nice. All the joints seems quite tight except for this foot here. The pin may not be too good. All right, not bad at all. And he can put his hands, the pistols can go right there. It's just putting it right there. So without further ado, we will compare him with the other masterpiece figures. And here is Slick or Swerve with another third-party offering that is masterpiece scaled Willy. And we have here Swerve with another third-party offering, BadCube's Sun Surge or unofficial Sun Streaker. And here we have Swerve with Inferno. There you go, you can see the scale. And here we have Swerve with Starscream. So there you go, this is how tall Starscream is. A little taller than Inferno. And finally we have here Swerve with another third-party offering, Blaster or Transistor. And you can take a look at the scale. Blaster is about as tall as MP10 Optimus Prime. So you can make the comparison there. So there you go. Let's do some action poses with Swerve. Here I have Swerve trying to do the two-handed ninja sword swing, and this pose is supposed to try to see if the toy has a butterfly joint around the shoulders, and if it does, he will be able to first can the two hands reach to each other? Can it? This little shoulder pads here, those shoulder pads, it's inhibiting Swerve from doing this two-handed ninja sword swing, right? So when it does, this lack of butterfly joints, so it's really hard to make Swerve swing down. So I mean, the pose that I have here is probably as good as like, don't hit me, you know, like don't whack me, kind of pose, like that, you know, like I don't want to get smashed in the face kind of pose. But no two-handed ninja sword swing. Here we have Swerve trying to do the Iron Man 3-point landing, and just look at him. For a minibot, the amount of articulation around the lower legs and waist area is pretty amazing. The arms are just not long enough to reach down. I mean, I could bend and it almost reaches and touches the ground, but not quite. The head can look quite up, so not bad, not the fullest angle. The waist here bends, right? All I gotta do is unhook the backpack and I can bend the waist for some poses up front. So take a look at that, not bad at all, although it looks very disjointed from this angle. Yeah, the thighs can go almost 90 degrees, so not quite, but the knees can bend way past 90 degrees. And look at this side here where I had Swerve just like kneeling really low, so he can probably kneel down and is like begging for his life. No, don't hurt me, you know. So wow, that's pretty good, right? So not quite there on the Iron Man 3-point landing, but very good for the videos that I've done so far. The next pose that we have is Swerve getting punched real hard in the abs, and this is to simulate if the toy has waist articulation or ab crunch, and if the head can bend down a bit. So the head can't really bend down. I mean, I understand it's a mini bot, but the ab crunch is simply amazing. So we can get this guy and he punch real hard and boom, I mean falling off. Wow, not bad BadCube, not bad at all. Here we have Swerve in the running man pose. I mean, take a look at this balance, guys. Wow, magnificent. This is about the only second masterpiece that I had after another mini bot from Takara Tomy, Bumblebee. And look at that. One leg running, hands posed. The ankle support on this BadCube here is amazing. This is really good. However, as you guys know, the other foot on my copy isn't as good. So I gotta make Swerve here only able to run with the first leg. Yeah. So anyway, I might need to tighten up this pin here so that this pin here, I might need to tighten this pin here so that maybe BadCube I can make this guy run in this position as well. So amazing. Well, I think it can almost do it. Yeah, not bad. Okay, my surface is a bit uneven, but wow, amazing. I'm impressed. So there we have all the articulation pose. What do you guys think? Not bad, right? For a small mini bot. So let's get this guy transformed from the bot mode to the alt mode. And you can watch the transformation without an instruction manual in my other video. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back here and I got this guy transformed in about 15-20 minutes. Okay, so what can I say about this thing? I don't know what vehicle is supposed to resemble. I mean, I've got to be honest with you. I mean, this grill here looks very GMC-like, you know, and this thing here looks like a Land Rover or something. And I have no idea what this is supposed to resemble. Sunroof, not bad. Clear windshield, I don't know if I particularly like that option, you know, because you don't see much in there. Wheels are okay. It doesn't roll like the best, you know, doesn't roll like the other bots do. See, Takara rolls great. This does not roll as naturally as it could. No, it's just more like sliding and drifting, and not much articulation here. No paint on the side view mirror. It's got some paint here, some red paint for the brake markers, indicators. At the front you just have the headlights. Nothing much I can say about this guy. And I think by looking at the accessories, there's two holes in here and there's two ports here, and I think this will simulate an exhaust and as well as a vehicle storage and gives it that bumper look, you know. Yeah, see, not bad. Like a stand here for folks to get up and store stuff back here. Mismatch between the paint job here and here. This is supposed to be this. I think when the roof here, when it came out from the factory, was clear and they just painted over it. Didn't finish it quite right to match the colors here. Paint job looks. Is it a paint job? No, it's just glossy molded plastic. Yeah, it has a black intake here. I don't know what's the purpose of this. A bit of scratches on my copy. Nothing I should really care about. So what do I think? It's okay. It's a vehicle. So let's do a comparison video of Swerve with the other Autobots. And here's Swerve with MP10, Optimus Prime. And what do you think about the scale? It's a mini-bot, so it is considerably smaller, especially if you compare the cab size. The doors for the cab in an MP10 and the door for the cab for Swerve. And here is Swerve with Ratchet. And how does this compare? Well, the mini-bot is still small, but that's okay, it's a mini-bot. And here's Swerve with Trax. Swerve still looks a little small. And here's Swerve with Windcharger. Swerve looks a little shorter. Tires should be a little bigger on Swerve, but it's not. So comparatively, Swerve does look smaller in the vehicle mode. And here's Swerve with Warpath. Wow. BadCube's other offering, War Dog. Wow. I just love this size. It looks amazing. But unfortunately, Warpath will transform into kind of like a carbot size. So discretion is advised. Let's get to our final thoughts. So what are my final thoughts about this guy? Well, the first thing I like about him is that I love the amazing articulation here on the lower part of the bot mode. I mean, look at this. I could bend the knees, I can get him stretched out and do all kinds of action poses with this guy. And you know, the toes can bend forward, bend a little bit, bend upwards, but can lay backwards, and I love that about him. The second thing I like about this toy here is that, you know, knowing BadCube alone and how complex their transformation can get, this guy's transformation is actually not bad at all. I mean, the part that was most confusing was probably some of the legs here, right? The knees to get it all sorted out, and also that funny thing that you had to do with the arms to keep the arms inside the cab area. But definitely not one of BadCube's most complex bot out there. So definitely like this guy because of that. The third thing I like about this guy is that he has got some amazing ab crunch as long as you unhook the cab from the back. And I guess I can also consider that the back kibble here is amazing. There's not a lot of back kibble, but I like the waist ab crunch, right? That's really good. I like that about this guy. What about the other things that I think the toy could have done better? If I was a good toy designer, what would I have done? I'd say that, you know, this part, the arm, the shoulder pads here, it gives it a good cartoon look, but it kind of, you know, it's like a floppy thing that's just an afterthought in the design. And it kind of hinders the movement of the arms. So I guess I can just move it up and then readjust the shoulder pads, move it down, adjust the shoulder pads, you know, adjust the shoulder pads. I guess I can deal with that. The second thing I think that BadCube could have done better is maybe improve on the head articulation here. I mean, it's so difficult to reach for his head and to move it up and down. But, you know, maybe it's not their fault. Maybe it's because the way the cartoon looked. And so it gives BadCube's limited options in terms of improving the ab articulation. The third thing, I wish they had waist swivel. I mean, we still get buds that out there that don't have waist swivel, but you know, I guess it's okay. So would I recommend this guy? Well, Swerve is just the character that just appeared a few times, like maybe once or twice, and he had like maybe 5 seconds of screen time the most. I don't know if, you know, I would rather get, if I only had to choose between Gears and Swerve, I would choose Gears. But since I don't have to choose both, either of them, and I don't think Takara Tomy is going to come up with their any additional mini bots, I'm glad I bought this guy, right? I'm glad I did. And he's just gonna be there on the shelf, and he's just gonna, maybe I'll use him next time in other comparison shots. But will I play him much after this? I don't know. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please comment, share, subscribe. Tell me if you like this guy. Did you get him? What were his strong points? What points do you think that this toy could have improved? Is this a good masterpiece representation of Swerve? And is there anything I can do in my future videos to improve? Let me know in the comments section below. This is Ben in China, signing off.